Okay, so with a little struggle, and we're gonna oil it before I put it all back in there. But to take a gun apart, the Glock apart, you gotta press the trigger in. You gotta pull these two pins, and that releases that spring. This spring, which allows the whole thing to come forward. We had to mess with it a while, finally got it. But that's because it needs oil, and it's brand new.
And just so you know, so it doesn't damage this wood table, I have some plastic and a paper towel.
Yippers. So, and then you get yourself some really stinky gun fluid oil right here. Which I forgot how smelly it is. It's even got the
As you can see, I can show you
strong vapors lid.
again.
And when you first open it up after moving it around, whatever it is,
See?
something else.
Now it focuses.
Yeah. And you get a bit of oil. Take all these parts out. You got 3 or 4 different basic parts. There's a barrel. If I wanted to, I could make this a conversion barrel that goes slightly smaller, and I forget Perry 40 caliber, I think it was. Or if you wanted to get a slightly bigger conversion kit thingy, you can do 10 millimeter. Do the same size. And
Oh, just a second. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back.
So, yeah, it should be anytime you clean your gun, you have to have fingerprints that their gloves on, because that the solvent for the gun sticks like fingerprints on you. And it's hard to wash off if you don't. It's a good thing you caught that before I went to go playing with the solvent. And then some people on the internet would say that you're supposed to wear rubber gloves when you load your rounds into your magazine too, so that if you have to offload it into somebody, they don't have your fingerprints on the bullet. But I want to play legal. You know, I'm just saying that's the illegal way to go. Oh, excuse me. Really doesn't take much solvent. A couple drops here and there. You could dip it in there. That's what me and Sean used to do, was just dip it in there. He runs the thingy through the barrel.
Alright, he's gonna
dip it. Because then you get more than enough on it. This is more than you really need. But
yeah, it's way more than you need.
yeah, but I have plenty to spare, and I don't plan on taking it home all that much. Sean and I would used to go through here like this before you put the paper in there, because if it hasn't been done in a while, it'll fight you.
And you do it slowly.
Yeah. And this one haven't had anything in a while. Shot new from the factory 3 times, and then I shot it 31 times, and have not cleaned it yet. So it's a total of 34 times it's been done. Dry, which is probably a little more than I should have done, but it's a Glock. Ooh, this looks a lot better. Then you can take your solvent, your paper, and you take the wet one. And get out of it.
Yeah, you want to unscrew that.
Bends along.
You want to unscrew your brush.
Oh yeah, you can pin it on the... I wasn't going to dry it yet. I was going to use one to go through with it. But you can pin it on this little thingy. This is bringing back memories. Haven't done this since 2003, 2004, maybe no, 2003.
No, you did it wrong. Put that brush and then you push that through, I believe.
Yeah, well, we used to do it where you just put this halfway through and then push it through. That's what this little hole's for. You can put it on the brush too, but you can do it with this too, either which way.
You're supposed to make it like a triangle type deal.
I know, but I fucked it up already. Quit calling me out, damn it! 20 years, I'm trying to remember how it was a flat like a circular. You could make a triangle if you wanted to. It makes a triangle when it goes in there and folds itself into itself. Had it once. Damn it, come on. Don't take my glove in there. And you can take it through. I should have done it wider than that, but
YouTube really doesn't like the new terms and stuff
yeah.
type deal, but this is pretty much raw version showing you that people can.
You take it in there and you can turn it around in there.
Yeah, you're supposed to dip the pad type deal when you clean it.
Yeah, you can either do it either which way. We could do the brush. I just did the brush. This is the first time I've ever used a brush, so you want to have oil on the brush anyway. That's why I just dipped it. You can take it and put it in the brush and put it around here if you want. And put it in there if you want, like that. And then put it in there. If you want to, but this one's got it.
Now you can probably screw that on.
Yeah, just do it on both sides. Then you can screw it on, put it in there if you want. Or you can take it and put it in the, like I just showed you with the, put it through that wrapper, just put the wrapper through there to dry it. That's the dry portion of it, so you can run it through it. But this one needs it done a few times. Especially the spring. Spring more so needs it done. It's weakest found out in the barrel. Spring is just hard. Screw it all on there. Bring it through nice and slow. Just to the tip. Bring it back through nice and slow.
There's Speedy because you hear that.
Check it out. Make sure there's no kind of dust or nothing
You
in
want
here.
to show it closer? The camera.
Yeah. Pretty big hole that goes through. I mean, my pinky almost fits in that hole.
As you can see.
Yeah. It's pretty big round, especially when it expands. This is what our problem was earlier, fighting that damn spring. And this one, they told me you can always dip it. I should say with the cloth though, but use the dirty cloth for now. It's the same difference, you know. Just needs oil on it. This one you don't want to put as much oil on it because then it'll become funky loose and all sorts of. So I was always taught to use your dirty rag like this and do it. Because you don't want the spring screwing stuff up. You want it to have oil on it, but you don't want it dripped all over the place like the barrel. Take your towel and take your time and get the oil inside of that deal and move the spring around. It's a pain in the ass.
As the gun wears itself,
Never a big fan
as
of
the
it.
gun wears itself, it's going to be easier to clean.
Yeah. Yeah. Get the really tip of it. Cycle it down without breaking it. Then this one, you take a couple little dips. I could use the dipper. I don't want it, but it supplies you with the dipper. I didn't get enough. Come on, little drop. Come on. Put about 3 or 4 little drops in there. And they do it with a dipper so you can get it in this little thingy. Where's my towel? Thank you, assistant. So, what do they call you on Jeopardy? I can make money and go be like, thank you.
Showgirl, show
Yeah.
co-host is what it is.
Yeah, co-host, there we go. And you gotta try and get it in every little deal because this is the deal that runs along the spring. And this is a lot of where your gunpowder will collect on because it's allowed to have a space there between the spring and what you call it, the season and the back.
And the race is on again.
I'm gonna have to blow it up a little more than that, I think. Front end of this. I can already see where gunpowder has collected already, just in the 3 shots. Oops, shit! Lost the dipper in the. I don't know why my brain went to drop it all the way in there and I was messed up.
We're gonna get it out.
Yeah, don't do that.
As you can see, it's right in here.
And then spend some time rubbing everything until you get a nice film. You can tell how it films up, like any other kind of oil. You can tell how it gets on there and there's no resistance anymore like there used to be. And all this has black powder with the yin yang on it. That one's looking better than it was. Should run better, I would think.
Yeah, as you can see, it's getting dirty.
Yeah. And that's from all the. But you can't avoid that. Every time you shoot a bullet, it does that. It burns it off. Then you switch to your lower. And your lower is the fun one where I needed the dipper at.
Let's see if I can help
See if I
you.
can get it out. Ooh, almost. Ooh.
Oh.
I don't know why I did that. I don't know why. Then I made it worse. God damn it.
Here, let me do this.
No, you know, the smelly shit out of the... I can't get my little fingies in there.
Grab the
I can't get it.
fucking pin.
Okay, I grabbed the pin.
And I'll do this. I'll slowly.
Yeah, don't do what we do on this part.
Yeah, don't do that.
I don't know why I did that. I don't know. I thought the upper would be strong, taller up in the straw or something, but apparently it's not. Here, I know what I'm gonna do. Use the brush, maybe. I don't want to mess my brush up though. Nah, I can't get it.
Unscrew the dill so you can come. Unscrew your brush, you idiot. Idiot.
Huh? What? Use the end of it? I don't want to mess up the brush part.
No, use the. Not that. Use the black.
Yeah, the black part.
Yeah, the black part. See if you can.
Like a pin, but I need something more than that to get. There we go. I got it. Well, it's full now. One benefit of it, you don't need this much. You need about 3 drops in this, but got it plenty full now. 3. So I was always told 1 back here, one good one. 1 in the middle, thereabouts, and 1 in the front. And then you go at it again.
That's getting a little bit too strong.
Shit is strong, but this is the first time I hold it. If you do it a lot, then you don't have to do as much as I just did. But I'm trying to make this thing looser because it was a bitch to get it off, and then it's kind of a little bit of a bitch to rotate the slide and stuff. But that's because it didn't have oil on it, so it had resistance. But now she should operate way better because I should have done this before I went to the range. But I hated doing it then because of the smell, and I hated doing it now. I can't get around to it.
By the way, even if he would have cleaned it before he went, he would have to clean it again. So it really wouldn't matter.
And your oil gets everywhere anyway. So a lot of times I just do the mag well while you're at it too, so your mags will go in and out faster. They'll feed better, but you've got to make sure this dries out because you don't want a mag to misfeed.
Wherever your mag is, you always want to make sure extra careful. It's 100% dry.
Yeah, this one I'm going to have to. But I noticed the one of the 2 mags, I think it's the one in the case that I should probably take out, but one of the 2 of them was having a little bit of an issue with slamming it in because it didn't want to feed, and he said you can take oil like this and do this and then just make sure you dry it the rest well out. But it's just because it don't have oil, and that's something I didn't know because it was a gun I had a long time ago. Didn't ever have that problem. It was a service duty weapon. It was a hand-me-down. This is a brand new gun problem with the mag well problem because it's never been played with. And as you keep on going, it'll quit doing that. I noticed one of the 2. The one where I didn't find, the other one was kind of
A dark one's out, so we have to pause this again. Just a quick second. We're back.
So if you really wanted to deep clean it, or you had a problem with the trigger assembly, you take a ballpoint pen, pop those 2 pins out. They just literally pop through. There's no screw or nothing. You just pop a pin all the way through. And then this whole trigger assembly comes out, but you don't have to clean that every time. The guy showed me that the other day, and I ran with the gun for almost a year and a half, 2 years with a 45 full size, and never knew that it was just that easy to take those 2 pins out and pop that whole thing out.
If you're gonna do that every 2 weeks and you're shooting your gun stuff, you might want to do that every quarterly, like every 4 months to 6 months, to fully disassemble your gun, and then reassemble.
Yeah. Make sure you dry out the mag well, you dry everything back up again. Or try to leave a little bit of liquid in the middle.
And then if you're not going to shoot a long period of time, we probably want to recommend you to at least clean your gun once a year or twice a year.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's best to try and go out once, especially if you're concealed carrying every day or whatnot. It's best to go once a month to get to the range to get yourself qualified in it, and then for the gun use too, to use that ammo up. If you can afford it, but with this ammo, it's like is it?
It's 22. This one is $22.99,
Yeah. And I already did this once. I'm just letting it dry and doing it again.
not including the sales tax for most states.
Sean did show me this trick though. You take your rubber finger to your glove, and it'll hit every crevice that the paper towel can't get. The towel, that thing it can't get to, because it flops around everywhere on you.
Yeah, $22.99 divided by 50. It's 46 cents a round.
Yeah.
And then if you reload this, you can get it down to like 28 cents a round.
Yeah. So you oil it, then you run a dry towel, and you dry it, then you leave a little bit of fingered on oil on it, so that when you go to shoot it, everything works like it's supposed to. I think it's pretty good now, though. Can't see no powder or nothing. My brush should be good and lubed up for next time. Don't have to dip the whole entire brush in there like I did unless it's a brand new brush, because you want oil to sit in there and make the brushes softer, I should say, and it comes with. But then you reassemble it. It's been 20 years since I did this. You remember the slide? Everything goes in the slide. Go down there. Slides in there.
Then your
Screen. Front barrel.
make sure you put it on right.
Yeah. Spring goes toward the front like that. Yeah, God. You motherfucker, you bite me like you bit me once. Excuse my French, but it only bit me good when I was taking the slide off. And it might get
It was
bigger,
a
too.
battle for us to take it off.
This spring is just hardcore. It's just simple.
Don't you have to put the barrel with the spring when you put it on together? When you slide them both? When you disassemble and stuff and you pull the spring out, where you put the barrel with the spring on.
Well, you can either way, but see, it props it there on a Glock. See, this is part of the barrel. So you have to put the barrel in first and then push the spring in to get it to set right.
It's the set right now?
So you can see the barrel and then that. They have to go to that groove separate. Some guns have that way, but it should be right. We will test it, and if the one thing about a Glock is if you're wrong, this thing will go back on. They make it pretty well. Drop safe city.
Most all guns will probably have that.
Yeah, see, child-proof as they say. I'm trying to exercise the spring though. Go down in the groove. There's a little teeny tiny groove at the bottom of that, so it's sound right. It's level.
Alright, and then he's going to show him again. Like this.
Yeah.
Focus.
Only 3 real parts, well 5 real parts to 6, I guess.
And you see where I'm holding the deal so I don't get my greasy hands on the deal.
Because I purposely left oil in the middle on purpose, because you want that all oiled up after you clean it. And then it's been 20 years since I stripped the slide back too, so good look on this. Come on, bitch. There we go. And when you bring it back, you want to go hard. And yeah, I did it right, because look, if you didn't put that spring in right, it would not have let you come all the way back.
And I will show you this. For focus, super camera. There's that. And I'm gonna go like this, and I'm gonna rotate it.
Yeah, it should be easier to take that off now that we got some oil on the side. I think our main problem was oil on the spring and the slide. We didn't have it because it was drier nail.
And then he's gonna like rack it a couple of times to make sure it's good.
Oh yeah, it's already working way better than it was.
You want to show the
Actually goes by itself too, see? Now, before it didn't do that, it just stayed where we were at. Now it's going.
Do you want to show him how this racket so your hand doesn't cover the racket that much?
Well, you can,
Yeah.
It's a little tough to, because of how small the gun is. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it is.
See, that's what he's doing.
That's what it's supposed to do, is snap all the way back on its own, and it was not doing that before. It was catching, especially after I fired it, it was catching from the gunpowder in there. But now that it's been cleaned and oiled, it goes right back.
Yeah, they said to racket it by 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, because you're exercising that spring. Every time you rack it, you have that spring going in to get oil on it. And it's working way
And then when you're sliding it, you're actually moving the oil all the way back and forth.
Yeah.
You do like 4 or 5 times. 4 times. 4 or 5 times. 10 times is the maximum you should do it.
And every time you let it go, you're supposed to just let it go. Don't ride it back. Because you'll screw the deal that fires it up.
You're virtually taking it like you're racking it back and letting it go. You're virtually acting like the gut ball's going in the chamber.
You do half like this, and that doesn't really damage anything, but to go all the way back, you want to let go. And because that simulates when it fires, it goes that fast.
And virtually it how to clean.
Yeah, and then
the gun.
since I oiled the mag well, I'm hoping, yeah, this is working a lot better now too.
And what he's gonna do is gonna use one of these pads, like get to it. He's gonna now do like this.
Yeah. Well, and I want to put it back in there too because I see where some oil is sticking from the release.
And then he's gonna wipe that down, wipe the top.
Now you can have a little bit, and it actually helps the spring in here and everything to have a little bit of oil in it. But you don't want so much that it'll jump right back out on you, because if you misfeed it, say you're in the middle of a gunfight, you go like this in there, but you don't get it all the way, it's gonna fall right back out. There's nothing, no resistance. And you don't want this to have play, because of the way this gun, so my full-size gun, all that was built in. Your grip was all built in. You didn't have to worry about it on this one. This is part of the grip. Your mag is part of the grip. So now.
And you can see the pad's a little bit dirty.
Yeah. So the one thing I am a little bit worried about is, like you said, after I get it oiled and cleaned, this mag might move and do the pinky bite thing that they were saying on YouTube. So far, in the 31 rounds I fired, I did not get a pinky bite. But now it might.
Alright, this video's. There's a dog barking at the door.
Yeah. Oh yeah, working way better. That's all for this video.
Like and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Peace out.